Hi everybody, and welcome back to Barefooted Belle. I am Brittany, your Barefooted Belle.
And I'm Austin, her husband. And today we've got some great stuff coming up for you, so stay tuned. Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the best times to visit Disney.
Yes, probably one of the most asked questions I get as a travel agent, so I'm excited to go into it today, so stay tuned. Okay, so as a travel agent, I am probably asked this question the most, and this question is, Brittany, when is the best time to visit Walt Disney World?
That's right. And everybody has a different reason why it's their best time. And so Brittany wrote down a bunch of different ideas and a bunch of different times of the year that you and your family might want to visit, depending on your schedule, depending on if your kids are homeschooled like our kids or not, and depending on your flexibility.
So here we go. We're going to get right into it. And if you are looking for the lowest crowds,
which is a huge deal for us.
It is. And this is how we prioritize when we go, if
Pretty
we
much.
have the option and flexibility to.
Yeah.
Because we extremely value with lower crowds, it is less people to bump into, and the wait times are usually lower.
Right.
So that's why we like it.
Yep.
But here we go. The month is September.
Great month of the year, my birthday month, which is why I love it.
But
But this is a great time of year for low crowds. In fact, we're going to be heading out here pretty soon in September to go, and that's one of the main reasons.
Yes, it's very exciting. We do want to say a quick thing about September is that it is still hurricane season.
Yep.
So hurricane season runs from July to November in Florida.
Which is pretty much half the year.
Yes. So that is one thing that kind of stinks about September. So just keep that in mind when booking your trip and so far in advance. But September is also great because all the kids are back to school, so the crowds are going to be lower and the weather's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's
So,
right. Yeah,
low
especially
crowds,
as it gets
September.
towards October, gets a little cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so the next category,
Well, I like this one.
the best weather.
Ooh, I love good
So
weather
we all
in
know that
Disney.
Florida is hot and it's sticky
Yes.
a lot of the year.
Yeah.
Or if
that's
it's
true.
cold, it's a sticky cold.
Yep.
If you live anywhere where it is humid, you know exactly the sticky cold that I'm talking about.
Yep.
So
it
here,
sticks to your bones and freezes you to death.
yes, yeah. So here in Florida are the best months to visit, and it is March through May, with the emphasis on April being the less amount of rain.
Yep.
So that would be nice.
That's right.
And also October through November, where the weather is, the temperature is lower. Keep in mind, it is still part of that hurricane season, so it's kind of a hit or a miss, but at least it would be cooler for you.
Yeah, the temperature is definitely more bearable at that time of year, and we went in December even last year, and that was really nice. I mean,
was
as
nice
far
and
as the
comfortable.
weather, and it was very comfortable. So yeah, those are great times of the year. We went in February, which is not in March, but we keep getting it close.
Yeah, close
to those
enough.
times. And yeah, it is really nice. The temperatures are nice.
Yeah.
It's great.
And I think it very much changes your trip when you are enjoying the weather and you are not just miserable.
Yeah, especially when you're hot, you get on a ride. Sometimes the heat and rides just don't go very well.
Don't mix in all the churros.
That's right.
It's a recipe for disaster right there.
That's right. Disney's fun all the time, but especially when it's nice and cool outside.
It's true. Okay, the other one which I love is if you wanted to go to Walt Disney World to experience the magical holiday decorations, which I love.
What are the
Halloween.
different holidays?
Halloween and Christmas.
And Christmas, okay.
Yes, all the rest of the year kind of look the same, unless you're in Epcot. When Epcot does all the different festivals, they do a really pretty spring one with
Gotta
all
love
beautiful
those flowers. Yeah.
So pretty.
Absolutely.
But Halloween and Christmas, and so those are the months between October and December. Now fall will begin in August, so they'll start putting up some of the pumpkins and they're going to start putting up some of the stuff. But a lot of the events, the holiday events, like the
Boo
Mickey's
Fest or whatever.
Yeah, Mickey's Not So Scary Party, and then the Christmas party are usually in those months. And if you can plan your trip between October 31st and November 4th, you will be able to see both Halloween decorations and Christmas decorations.
I heard this is a thing. Maybe it's not. You would know. I'm just throwing this out. Do they do it at night? So like one day it's Halloween, the next day you go, it's Disney.
They do all of their decorations.
It's Disney, Christmas, right?
They do all of their decorations after the park is closed around midnight. And so it's like a complete transformation.
Poor people. must be paid overtime. That's crazy.
No, I bet you they love it. I would love it.
I cannot imagine how much they have to change. All 4 parks all at the same time.
It's amazing.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
I love it.
That's
okay,
crazy.
so here we go. And this is another question I probably get asked the second most.
Yep.
When is it the cheapest
That's a big deal to a lot of people.
To visit Disney.
Yeah. Because we all love Disney, but sometimes it is stretching the
Disney is getting expensive.
bank account. That's for
There's
sure.
no hiding that.
That's for sure. So you said January through February.
January through February is the cheapest.
And probably really cool too. I mean, if you're someone who doesn't mind having a jacket on and dealing with that, it's probably really...
The weather's pretty nice.
We
went in February twice. I went twice. You guys were with me
both times you were in t-shirts.
And the weather was amazing. No, I had to still pack like a light jacket. Yeah. But it was amazing. The weather was great. Mm-hmm. It was nice. And because it is an off season, they're offering special deals. And so that's why it's the cheapest.
I love that.
There's going to be special deals.
That's great information.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, now if you're a foodie.
Woo! Foodie. I'm a foodie. You're a foodie. We're all foodies. We love food.
It's true. That would be during Epcot's Food and Wine Festival. Honestly, any one of Epcot's festivals, which they have like 3 of them. Yeah. They have quite a few festivals. But the Food and Wine is the one where it's like, let's focus on the food and the wine. Yeah. So it's really amazing, and that runs during the fall. Yeah.
It is an incredible time to go just eat all kinds of different things from all the different stands. It is so good. The food is so good. We went last time. We did that and just ate tons of different things. And so they're like all like very shareable, where Brittany and I could go and get one thing. We kind of share it, try it, and oh my gosh. We might need to go again.
It was so good. So Epcot, if you know, has their 11 different countries, but during the Food and Wine Festival, they also open all of these different booths. So there will be from more countries or from different specific kind of booths, or like a special kind of fry place or special ice cream place.
And a lot of those countries don't normally have food, like their kind of food at their countries. And so you get to try some countries that don't normally have food there.
Right. Yeah. Super good. If you're a foodie, you want to go at this time.
Yes, you do.
It's true. Okay, now here's one. The overall best time.
This is like the grand winner.
To visit Disney.
The grand winner. The best crowds, weather, everything kind of comes together.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Ready? It's also September.
Again, my birthday month. That's great.
Right. So, like we mentioned before, of course, other than hurricane season, September has the low crowds. It usually has the best deals. And it has, most kids are back to school.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, most people have done their summer thing. Mm-hmm. They're not thinking about traveling anymore. So you're going to get more local crowd and things like that. And it is a great time of year. We're going, like I said earlier, at the end of September. And we're really excited. We are having to deal with the hurricane season, hopefully.
Yes, we're keeping an eye out.
But the reality, too, is if you've looked up how many times Disney's really closed from hurricanes, it's very infrequently. And usually it's only for a day or two. Yeah. So, you know, it's really not that
The hardest part is probably going to be transportation, getting there or getting out in case the airports are closed down. So there is that. So keep that in mind. But I also do want to say this one specific thing is that if you are looking for the cheapest times to go to Disney with your flexibility, it is to go during the week. So if you can go to a Sunday through a Thursday, that is where you're going to find the cheapest and probably the lowest crowds at any of the Walt Disney parks.
That's right.
So and that's Sunday through a Thursday.
That's usually when you try to go because, it is the lower crowds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. And even on that, I would encourage all of you guys, I'm just throwing this in here, to look at a crowd calendar, because the crowd calendars that have, the different days of the week, you may go thinking, oh, this is a low time. And it may not be for that park. Some of the crowd calendars even have, depending on the park you're going to, which days are the best, and we follow that as well. So, that may help. So, little tidbit.
Just keep in mind, as a rule of thumb, if there's a holiday during your vacation, any kind of holiday, President's Day, Columbus Day, Valentine's Day, Easter, there will be more crowds there. Yep. So if a school is out or if work is closed, there are going to be a lot more locals. So just keep that in mind if you are one of those people who care about the crowds, but also if you don't have the flexibility and your only time is spring break or your only time is summer, it's still Disney.
It's still Disney.
You're going to be great.
Most magical place on earth, and you're going to have a blast. So
yes.
Enjoy it all. These are just some things we want to let you know. If you're trying to pick the best time to go and you have that flexibility, maybe now you have some options that you'd like to look at.
And we do want to mention summertime, because a lot of people are only free during the summer. So sometimes you have June and July to choose from. Which one's better, June or July? I personally would recommend June. I feel like June probably has the lowest amount of crowds because it's sooner than July. The weather's going to be a little bit cooler, like 1-2 degrees cooler than July. July also has July 4th, which is going to bring in more crowds. And both months are going to be kind of most expensive times to go because it's just the summer. But sometimes they will offer some deals that go for June and July. So I would prefer June if it were me. And then July, of course, is where the rain starts to come into August.
I was going to say hurricane season, it said starts in July usually. So yeah, you never know.
If you had to choose one, choose June.
All right, cool. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like and subscribe. We're going to bring more awesome content your way soon. We will see you again next time.
Bye.